3, 2, 1. So by now, I think all of us know that there is some level of corruption. Let's just be honest. A lot of corruption within our government authorities, right? Within, whether it be your local police, little municipality thing that they run, in maybe your little town somewhere in the freaking backwoods of God knows where, all the way to major cities, and of course, following all the way up to like the White House, right? That is just a thing, and it's something that I think a lot of us have grown deaf to in some ways. Like we just kind of like, I don't hear it anymore. I don't see it anymore. It's there. We kind of throw our hands in the air and we're like, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Right. And I feel you. I feel the same way. Right. Obviously, we have had recently the release of the Twitter files, right? That Elon Musk decided to release because he's like, hey, I've seen and probably sure he has personally suspected shit, some shady shit like all of us for many years, right, from Twitter. But now that he owns it, he has the keys to the house. He's like, here it is. It's all for everybody to see. Now, say what you want to say about the guy. I think that one, he didn't have to do that. And two, it says a lot about someone that says, I want to be transparent. Do I agree with him in the way he's been handling the censorship or removal of certain people on and off? No. I mean, he's very flippy floppy, right? Like with that Griffin lady. I don't know what her first name is. She's a comedian, right? He's like, ban her, put her back. Kathy Griffin. And then obviously most recently we have Ye or Kanye West. I mean, that's his whatever original name, right? Kanye West, who is an artist that decided to go and rant positively in a positive rant for the Nazis. It's just ridiculous, disgusting. Which is crazy. Side note that I saw clips of that. I put it on TikTok. That freaking Alex Jones, out of all people, looked to be the sane one, the normal one, when you have him in the room with Kanye West. That's insane, right? To me. Now, getting back to this, right? Here, before we get to this Twitter story, I want to show you guys some videos that, honestly, I wish I can say I wasn't shocked. Like, I really want to say that I'm not shocked. I know there's a part of all of us that we suspect this, but I was still baffled by it. So first, there's two articles on CNN, right? One of them says, Tampa police chief. I'm going to reiterate what I just said right now. A police chief. Mary O'Connor resigns after flashing her badge and asking to be let go from a traffic stop. All right, so I'm going to play just a few moments of that interaction. And there's some stuff that I want to highlight here, which is, again, kind of insane. Check this out. Let me see if I can find it. It's somewhere here. There we go. Here we go. It's somewhere here.
Leave after she was accused of flashing her badge and asking to be let go during a traffic stop. The sheriff's office says Chief Mary O'Connor and her husband were pulled over while riding a golf cart on a road. CNN's Leila Santiago is following the developments here. Leila, what's happening?
Well, Frederica, as you mentioned, O'Connor now on administrative leave, and it was after this body cam footage revealed that she was pulled over during a traffic stop and, yes, asked the deputy or told the deputy that she was hoping he could.
See if I can find a part. I don't want to hear that CNN reporter. No disrespect to her, but I want to get to the body cam footage. Here we go. I think it's here.
Is your camera on?
It is.
I'm the police chief in Tampa.
Oh, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Okay.
I'm hoping that you'll just let us go tonight.
Jesus Christ. You see her, her smirk, her like, just like, you know who I am? Here's my interpretation of her. Look, just watch, just listen to her, you know?
Is your camera on?
It is.
I'm the police chief in Tampa.
Oh, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Okay.
I'm hoping that you'll just let us go tonight.
So she has the audacity to ask, like, is your camera body on? Yeah, good. You're gonna want this on video. No, he's not gonna want that on video, right? And that's exactly what another I guess, ex-police officer. According to this quick article, watch a little bit of the video here. But it's retired Los Angeles Police Sergeant Cheryl Dorsey reacts to Tampa Police Chief Mary whatever O'Connor, who flashes her badge, blah, 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 blah. So check out what this person said. This is a video that I think shocked me more. Not the other one. The other one, I mean, a police officer, you know, trying to use her power. It's like, okay, you see it on videos. But for somebody to come on national news, right? Whether we like it or not, CNN is still national news. And say something like, why is this a big deal? Furthermore, detail how it's like, yeah, we all do it. It's the culture. That's, check it out. Watch this.
It could be days off and or termination. So we'll see what the mayor ultimately does.
So you think that the way she's being treated is a case of sexism, but that is more the reaction, not the actual behavior we're seeing here in this video. I mean, isn't there a double standard here? Because she is the police chief, because she shows her badge, she's let off the hook, when that wouldn't necessarily happen to a private citizen. And as we've seen in this video, she offered her business card saying, reach out anytime. Does that really pass the smell test?
Well, listen, we always show our badges when we're stopped. I do. Every time I'm stopped, I show my ID. We don't carry badges on the West Coast, but I show my ID because I want you to know who I am. And so that's not uncommon. And the mayor knows that. And every other male officer who's ever been stopped knows that this occurs. The misstep she made was when she said, I hope you could let us go. She should have just kept her mouth.
Misstep? That's a misstep? It's like oopsie. The oopsie she did.
She made was when she said, I hope you could let us go. She should have just kept her mouth shut because the officer, the deputy, would have respected her rank and let her go without a cite anyway.
Now, notice that she says that very assertively. Like the person, you know, the mayor, or I'm sorry, the police officer that would have stopped her would have let her go anyways. Listen to why she says that.
But now they want to make a big deal because they didn't want her to have that position to start.
Let me ask you, have you ever been in a position like this where an officer stopped you and you showed your badge and you were let off the hook when perhaps a private citizen wouldn't have been treated the same?
Every time I'm stopped, and I've also stopped police officers myself during my 20-year career. And the moment someone identifies themselves as a fellow officer, I say, thank you, sir, have a good day, and be careful, slow down, whatever it is. We all do that, and they understand that we all do that. So I don't know why they're making such a big deal about it. Like I said, the misstep she made was when she said, I hope you can let me go. She should have just said nothing.
So
This is, it's effing disgusting, man. That you will have, even if she's retired, even if she's no longer truly in the police force, and maybe the culture has shifted, it's changed since she's left, blah, yada, yada. I can hear all the excuses already. It is disgusting to think that even during her time, this is something that she is affirming it's a real thing. It's the culture. And somewhere in the video, if you guys watch it, she goes on to say that it's the culture. Disgusting. Because, so they're pulled over. Right? You would think that a police officer pulling over a vehicle before he or she thinks or knows it is another fellow police officer. It's okay. They did something wrong, right? That's the idea behind being a police officer. And it's like, you're a cop. And what did she say? That we just tell them to have a good day and then be on their merry way. What the? That's beyond disgusting. And that's why the Twitter thing, going back to it real quick, that's why this is even more crazy. Let's watch this video real quick.
I see this as an interesting or a coincidence, if I may, that he would so haphazardly, Twitter would so haphazardly push this distraction. That is a full of old news, if you think about it. And at the same time, Twitter is facing very real and very serious questions about the rising volume of anger, hate, and anti-Semitism on their platform, and how they're letting it happen. And, the president said last week, more leaders need to speak out and reject this. And it's very alarming and very dangerous.
Wink, wink, more government leaders need to speak out and maybe ban Twitter. We'll threaten to ban Twitter, because, this is old news. Right.
But our focus right now is helping the American families. I just talked about what the president's going to be doing in Arizona, talking about the Chips and Science Act, talking about how we're bringing manufacturing jobs back here to the U.S., talking about under this administration more.
Time out. Notice how she's like, this is horrible. This is bad. He is irresponsible. Blah, 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 blah. You know, bad Twitter man. And just remember everything that the president will be doing here in the next couple months. Just, you keep that in mind. See if you want to lose good old Joe for evil Twitter man. Just listen closely, right, to how she's phrasing everything, right? How she's positioning the conversation, you know.
More than 700,000 jobs have been created in manufacturing jobs, to be more specific. Look, what is happening? It's frankly, it's not healthy. It won't do anything to help a single American improve their lives.
Oh my God, man. Jesus. Is it going to help? All right. Let's play devil advocate real quick. Is it going to help any single American improve their economical status in this country, right? Is Elon's releasing of these documents going to help, you know, Paul, Mary, Joseph, Juan, Jose, whatever, financially? Probably not. But you know what does help all of us, especially in a time like this, where we see so much corruption coming from all sides of government, to feel like someone is willing to be transparent. Furthermore, tell me I'm wrong. In a time where many people that are trying to give social media an honest, chance here and creating content, there's a lot of us. The whole content creator is not just freaking niched anymore to young people doing their dances. It's open to people like you and I that are willing to pay for a mic, pay for equipment, and then do our videos and try to connect with other individuals. And in a time like this, often we feel suppressed by certain social media sites. We feel suppressed by we feel suppressed by all social media sites. It does, depending on what you're talking about. So when you have somebody that's willing, I don't care how much money he spent to buy Twitter. I quite frankly don't care. But if he's willing, more than others, right? More open to saying, hey, I'm going to try to be more transparent, at least more than others appear to be. And I'm going to put things out there to make sure that more, content creators or more people, period, trust us to put and circulate and talk about information here. And by the way, this is because the older Twitter admins, owners weren't like me. They were doing this, and it was wrong. Good. Let that be a headache for the White House. You think I'm supposed to have sympathy? We're supposed to have sympathy. The average person in America is supposed to have sympathy. I don't care what your background, your color is. Black, BIPOC, whatever, right? Just, you get it. You think we're supposed to have sympathy for all y'all working at the White House? For good old Joe? I'm supposed to be like, oh, Elon, you. No, absolutely not. And that's what I think the vast majority of people in the U.S. are saying right now. F you. Good. It's a headache for you? Oh, sorry. Here. That's about it. That's all you get from most people. Right? So yeah, it's very interesting to see that you have the White House panicking, right? You have people out here feeling very entitled. This lady right here, super entitled to say, this is normal. Why are you making it a big joke or a big deal? Excuse me. This freaking lady, sorry, I just get pissing with her freaking face. I'm the police chief. What's wrong with you, rookie? But anyways, I'll leave it there. You guys let me know, right? Let me know if you guys think I'm crazy, if this is insane. I'm very interested in knowing what you guys think. So I'll leave it there. Make sure you guys comment down below, give it a like if you don't mind, and yeah, until next time. See ya.